I go by the name of Maybe Later. The song right here is called Making a Pick. Shout out to my brothers at Chamber 35. I'm making a pick.
Welcome to THRSTDAYS. We're back for another episode. Today we have the formidable Maybe Later. He is out here, an open mic host. Came to Waco 15 years ago, I just learned. But, you know, he's out here making music, making his, waves in the hip hop scene, trying to make a name for himself. And yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let me not do too much.
Oh, no worries. I like to label myself as an artist because I do more than just one thing.
Okay, word.
I rap, I sing, I produce, I engineer. Whatever it is that you need, I got it.
Okay, period.
Shout out to my boy Isaiah 2 times.
He's not there.
No. He's not there. He's not there. He's not there.
He's not in the audience with us today, but maybe another time we'll catch him,
For real. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm a very versatile guy when it comes down to music. I don't have just one particular taste. I like to try to take music and make the best possible product out of it.
Right.
So whatever that may be, I mean, I'm always down to explore that journey.
Period. Okay, so take us through a walk of life because, we're here at Thrst Coffee Shop. So we always got to ask people, like where they're from. And one of the many things is that you're from Philly.
Yeah. So I was born in a small town outside of Philly, Chester, Pennsylvania. It's literally like it's like 15 minutes down the highway.
Okay.
So I was born there, and that was where like I got my love of music from. I moved down here when I was a kid, so like I grew up in Waco a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm a little familiar with everything down here. But by the time I was the age of 11, that was when I moved back to my hometown.
Oh.
And that was also where music really began for me because my uncle was a rapper and like he also owned a drill team. So like he was real heavy into drumming.
Yeah.
And for me, that was the beginning of everything.
Okay.
Once when I saw him in the basement recording songs and doing his thing, I wanted to be just like him. So it was like once when he would leave the studio and everything, I'd sneak my way down there and I'd be trying to work on things. And like once when he like one day he finally came down there and caught me doing it and was like, hey, if you really got an interest for it, I'll show you.
Okay, period.
And that was the start of Maybe Later at that point.
That's cool. So where does the name Maybe Later come from?
So the name Maybe Later comes from when I had came down here, I was signed to a music label down here.
Oh, what label? Can we talk about it?
Yeah. The label's called Mob City Recordings. They're still out. They're still doing their thing. But when I was signed with them, I was a rapper, singer, producer, engineer, A&R. I was under contract for just about everything that you could be.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's a lot of roles, a lot of hats.
A lot of hats. And in the process of me doing everything outside of being an artist, I kind of got lost in the mix of everything because it was still a working label where a lot of different moving pieces were happening at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was making a lot of music, but I was also helping everybody else make their music.
Now, were you making music and money?
Yes, I was.
Okay, period.
But not as much as I would have liked.
That's
and
real.
I feel like a large part of that was because I was put on the shelf for a very long time. A lot of times I would make music and the exact answer I would hear for it was no. It's not the time for it yet.
Right.
Oh no, I like the song, but not yet. So after years of hearing that, because I was with that label for about 5 years.
Oh, wow.
5 years of hearing no.
Yeah.
Eventually it got to a point where I didn't want to do music anymore. So finally, my brother actually came to me and like he sat down and he was just like, hey man, we're going to do this on our own. Like, I'm going to go get the LLC. For real. It's like, I'm going to go get the LLC. And once when we get the LLC, you're going to be underneath the label and nobody can tell you no anymore.
Period.
Whatever you want to do, you have the full free range to do it. And I was just like, all right, cool. Sounds like a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, if I do it, I'm going to rebrand myself. I'm going to re-image everything because it's just been a long time. I felt like who I was before isn't who I am now.
That's valid.
So the name Maybe Later came from how many times I was told no. And I was like, well, maybe later it'll be my shot. Maybe later, like maybe later. And then I was just like, yo, it has that ring to it.
It does.
So eventually I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna settle with the name. And it was during COVID time when I had made the change. So during that particular time, we just lost Kobe, who was my favorite basketball player of all time, which is why I spell my name the way how I do with the 8 in it, because I was like, if I'm going to rebrand it and I'm going to go about it this way, I'm going to approach everything with the Mamba mentality moving forward.
Period.
So, yeah, that's where Maybe Later comes from.
I like that. I like that. And you know, it's so interesting because whenever people are talking about like their deals, that's like a common thing that happens to a lot of artists. And so I actually am proud of you for being independent, one, because a lot of independent artists don't understand how much strength and will and passion it takes to like pushing forward when all they see is like the rapper money and people in these deals and they're thriving. But a lot of times in the deals, it's not always like that. No. So seeing both sides, I'm sure it's also giving you a different level of like passion to like pursue it a little bit harder, but like with your own intent. So that's
for sure.
Cool.
It really has. And it's like, I do. As with my time with Mob City, I don't look at it as a complete loss. I look at it as it was probably the biggest learning experience that I've had in the music industry because it taught me the business side of things that I had no idea about to begin with. So once when the path came for me to be able to go independent, now there's things that I'm taking care of and like it's not even a thought to me. I just like, I know I need to do this. If I want to see success in this, I know that if I had a label behind me, this is what they would be doing. So I don't have a label behind me.
That's real.
I need to go out here and do this myself. So I am appreciative for that. And I will always thank Mob City for that.
Okay, well, shout out to them for real. So, you know, we have a little segment that we do for our Thursdays, and it's something kind of new that we're implementing, but it's called Listens Lately. Okay. And so I wanted to know what you've been listening to lately, you know, especially the music scene is a little different these days. I feel like a lot of people are in a lull. Yeah. I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm listening to. I'm kind of in that weird period where not a lot of people are making music. So, but you're making music.
Oh yeah. Man, that's a difficult question because I listen to a little bit of everything. And my taste can change literally day by day.
Like that.
First and foremost, I'm a huge Juice WRLD fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, rest in peace.
Rest in peace to my boy. But I'm always going to revert back to Juice WRLD at the end of the day, just because for someone who was young as he was, the amount of talent and passion that he had for music, I mean, I know a lot of people, unless you're a real Juice WRLD fan, don't even know that he played the piano. So, I mean, and then like his freestyles were amazing. Like just watching the way how he would just grab the words out of nowhere, create an entire songs based off of a freestyle. Like that kind of talent, I could never pass that up. Like that right there, I'm always revert back to Juice WRLD. I listen to a lot of Little Tecca as well.
Okay. I
mean, just like a lot of East Coast influences. Like I'll revert back. I'll listen to a lot of Jay-Z. I'll listen to Meek Mill. Just different things like that. Cause I'll go through my mixes where like 1 minute I want to hear some melodic rap and then the next minute I just want to hear somebody spitting bars.
Okay, period. That's actually something that we've been also wondering about you. How would you define your music sound?
Ooh, it's kind of hard to define because if you've been in the studio with me, like, you know, I make music literally depending on what my mood is at that moment. I really don't put a lot of thought behind a lot of things that I do, just because the amount of times that I felt like I've given my all behind this project. I've done this, I've done that, and then just to hear no. So I'm like, all right, let's be a little bit more carefree about everything.
Okay, period.
Let's just create in the moment, see how we feel, and then we'll go forward from there. And honestly, a lot of my best music, a lot of the things that are memorable to people now today, that's how it was created. So I'm like, why mess up the formula?
That's real. That's real. I always think that there's good things that come with intention too. That's like been my biggest like word of the year for like the past 2-3 years. But
No worries, no worries.
but you know, it's like
Yeah.
interesting to say that because I feel like, especially being somebody that has been like so like caged in a space where creativity maybe wasn't as free flowing. I
Mhm.
think it's kind of interesting to see that juxtaposition too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see, because it's like literally, I've released over the last week. I've released 2 different projects. Um, but those were I didn't announce anything, didn't put any real thought behind it aside from I woke up one day and was like, I want to put something out.
No album rollout.
Nah,
The goons are shaking in their graves.
so yeah, and for me, it's like I've gotten to the point now where I understand that I can put forth a lot of time and energy towards that. A lot of money goes towards album rollouts, a lot of creativity, these kind of things. And then if it just goes by the wayside and the people who I think I'm targeting aren't even paying attention, then I did a bunch of work for nothing.
So it's like you're
So
focusing on building your audience now, really.
I'm more focused on building the audience. Better yet, the word audience isn't the word that I want to use. I'm focused on building the community.
Okay. Now, what does community mean to you?
Community to me, I'm so glad that you asked that. Community to me.
You felt
Community to me is more of a family. It's more of a network, more of like, okay, these are the people who I know that I can go to and they don't have to question the motives behind what I'm doing. They don't like, it's almost like the Beehive or what is it, the Navy that Rihanna has. Like,
we've been abandoned by her. Let's not talk about
gosh.
it.
Look, no worries. I see that was sore.
It
My
was
bad.
just a little bit.
My bad. But like, it's more like that where I have a dedicated group of people where I know that no matter what it is that I do, they're going to support it because they understand the vision, the overall vision of what it is that I'm trying to create here.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to create a community of like-minded individuals for where we can all come together, enjoy a product, and not feel any kind of way about it.
Okay, so something that's been itching at me, you know, since I've listened to some of your songs, is the topic of infidelity.
Okay.
So, you know, recently, it's not been that recent, but a while, you know, it's just something that's always in these streets. People are always cheating on each other here and there type of vibe. It's just, it's one of those things that people can't escape, I guess, I suppose. So when it comes to that, we're also going to segue into our section of Would You Rather.
Okay.
So, would you rather get cheated on or lose a fight to your greatest op?
Oh, I'll get cheated on.
Really?
Yeah. I can't lose a fight to my greatest op.
That's crazy work. Now you have to explain why.
Okay, well, simple reason. I can't let my greatest op have a one up on me.
Okay.
Second, if I get cheated on, I could easily make content out of that.
Oh, and you can't make contact out of your op?
No.
Losing a fight?
No. Because if my greatest op beats me, I don't want that content out there. No.
We win some, we lose some.
Oh yeah, for sure. The
comeback story. You feel me?
But my greatest op, I can't lose to him. No.
It's like the love of your life type shit.
I mean, hey, love of your life comes and goes. Love happens. I mean, like we're on the topic of infidelity. I put this in my songs all the time.
You do. You talk about it all the time.
I mean,
and you've been taken back despite infidelity, which is another thing. The road to forgiveness.
Yeah. So I like to be very transparent with my music because these are all very real things. We're all human. I'm not a perfect guy. I like to say it all the time. I'm just a regular guy. I've had the love of my life and I've made the worst mistake possible. And I watched her leave. I watched her like not even be able to stomach the very image of me. And then I've also had the fortunate pleasure of her being able to take me back. So I'm very transparent when it comes down to these things. But I can always make a good song out of that. So I'd much rather take that versus
Interesting.
losing to my greatest op.
Okay, now, would you rather never be able to forgive or never be able to forget?
Never be able to forget.
Hmm.
I'm not a petty person. I understand the true meaning of forgiveness. So I would never forgive somebody and then hold something over their head. What was the point of forgiving them to begin with?
That's
So I would much rather not be able to forget, because then, hey, maybe the reason why things happen was because of something that I didn't do right or something that I was lacking in.
For sure.
So that ability to never forget works both ways, because now I know how to prevent that situation from happening again.
Okay. Last but not least,
Okay.
would you rather cut off all your locks or never be able to shave again?
Never be able to shave again.
Yeah.
That's not even a question.
Okay. How long have you been growing your locks for?
12 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay,
I
that's
started
a long
the
time.
same year that my son was born.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
So,
that's cool.
It's for me, it was more of a spiritual journey. I understood that, because for the longest time, and I'll go on record saying it, I didn't want to have kids, because I knew that the person that I had kids with, I wanted to be my wife. So I didn't want to be another one of those people out here with a baby mom.
Dad, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's how my life ended up. But I knew that I was going to make a serious commitment. And I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to start growing my locks. Because...
Now, can I be messy real quick?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Now, is this child that you had part of the infidelity?
No.
Okay. Whew, child.
No.
Okay, continue on.
Nah. But that was a good question. I started growing my locks because I knew that at that point, the person who I was, I couldn't be anymore, because life wasn't about me anymore. It was about my son. So I know I wanted to make a long-term commitment to myself. And I was like, what better long-term commitment to make than locks? Because during the time, most people were like starting to like their little baby locks, and then they'll have them for a couple months, and then they'll cut them off. And I was like, no. I know it's a lot of work that goes into it. Same thing as becoming a father. There's a lot of work that's going to come into this.
True.
So I'm like, if I can't stick to this simple dedication right now, how can I expect myself to stick to a serious dedication like this?
That's real.
So yeah, that was like the start of my lock journey.
Okay. Well, shout out to the lock journey.
Thank you.
Now, if you could tell us a little like quick preview of the songs that you're going to perform for us today.
Okay.
What you got?
So I'm going to perform 2 songs that, heck, I've had these songs in rotation since like 2020, because these are 2 songs that are very, very personal to me. The first one is Making a Pick. That song, it's a story about, I'm choosing between a girl and the alcohol. Like, I mean, you're telling me lies and you're making me feel one kind of way. And hey, but the alcohol is making me feel another kind of way. Both of you are treating me wrong, and you're trying to make me choose between the 2. Then I have my other song, Richie's Dream, which is, that song means a lot to me because I wrote it during a time where I needed serious inspiration, and I was looking for it in all the wrong places. And I was like, maybe the inspiration that I needed to be looking at was myself and the journey that I was going through. And I just pulled the inspiration from that. Richie's Dream is about trying to chase the same dream that everybody else is chasing, but with a different approach. Why do we have to be enemies about it when we're all chasing the same dream? Let's figure out how to chase it together.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just a little background about the 2 different songs I'm gonna do.
Okay, well, y'all, let's get into these songs. Am I right? No, let me stop. But for real, thank you for coming through and telling us a little bit about yourself on
Yeah,
Thursdays.
no
You know,
worries.
I didn't get into a lot of the things because I know you also host open mics here at Thirst.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I don't know if you want to tell people about that before
Oh,
we like, you
look,
know, give a
yeah,
little shout
no.
out moment.
Look, no worries. Every Thursday here, sign up start at 7 o'clock. Show starts at 8:30, runs until 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? All genres of music are welcome. Everybody is welcome. Just pull up and have a good time with
One
us.
time they had a comedian come through, y'all.
Honestly, yeah. We've had comedians, we've had rock singers, we've had country bands, we've had country singers, poets. We had an entire poetry event.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a professional whistler show
No
up
way.
as well.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, we had a
Just
professional
whistling?
just whistling. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You never know what you'll encounter.
Yeah, you never know what you'll encounter. Pull up here Thursday
Yeah.
nights.
Y'all have a Instagram page?
We're working on it.
Okay. No
We're
worries.
currently
No
working
push, no
on
push,
it.
no push. But
No
just pull
worries.
up every Thursday, y'all.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it. Let's get into this performance.
Heck yeah.
You treat me just like I'm invisible. If I was visible, I'd be the man of your dreams. But you lose your mind over niggas who scheme. Then you come running to me just to vent all your pain. But pouring tequila to drink it away. Treat you bad, call you all out your name. You're not a queen, just a pawn in this game. Telling me how that nigga was lame. I'm telling you how we're never the same. You never listen to me, and I think that that's easy to see. That I'll never be everything that you want.